Not too long ago, this was all just a patch of dirt. And not too long before that, it was an orange grove. Now it's a patch of dirt with a driveway and a house on top. In a week, we'll have landscaping and green grass like the neighbors' houses do over there. In fact, I was just walking through the neighborhood and some of the first residents have actually moved in. We will be the 30th residents here at the Parkview Reserve. And one of my mini goals here is to mount a hostile takeover of the HOA so I can keep things reasonable for everyone living here. Looking at you, Reddit user Daddy J. I'm also bringing back Halo Night and LAN parties. So Andy, be prepared to travel. I'll buy a bunch of Xboxes if you don't have one. But that's a subject for another month because we have got a closing date. We'll be taking ownership of this place April 18th. And of course, promptly leaving town for 12 days the next morning to go to Philly to do a show. But anyway, here's where we're at 1 month prior to closing this 3,400 square foot home in Orlando, Florida. We've got drywall, we've got doors and baseboards. It looks like they've even painted in here. The floors are in. We went with these, I think it's porcelain, but it looks like wood, but it's not wood, and it's supposed to last 100 years and be like really robot friendly, future proofing. I have this concept of life in like 2030 when it's pretty normal to have a humanoid robot that can just do regular things, like pick up dishes, refill the dog bowl. I'm gonna call him Brian. Anyway, we've got countertops and sinks. We've got cabinets and gold colored hardware because my wife is basic, but also kind of fancy with her chuggy vacuum-filled giant cups in her black SUV and her big sunglasses. They've painted in here all over and it looks like the bathrooms have shower tiles and everything, but we're still missing all of the final parts. So no knobs or faucets, no plugs, just holes. And actually I counted 28 different holes in the ceiling of this main space. That's just crazy. There's gonna be a Wi-Fi thing, built-in speakers, smoke alarms, air quality monitors, so many flush-mounted LED lights. There's a lot going on up in the ceiling. This neighborhood has completely transformed over the last 5 months, from a bunch of nothing to parts of it looking totally finished. And over at the edge of the community, our very own freeway exit has broken ground, and they are well on their way to getting that thing paved. Once that's done, it'll be less than a 10-minute straight shot to the airport. We live in Florida, but basically work in New York. Last year, Sarah and I took 54 United flights. I took 53, she took 54. I'm basically George Clooney in that movie with that girl that does the cups. Also, this place isn't just a neighborhood full of houses. I think I mentioned this in the first video about this thing, but they put in a brand new grocery store, a Publix. And I'm just gonna turn the camera for a second. That Publix is literally like 300 feet away. I think I could throw a Frisbee and hit that thing. Definitely I could hit a golf ball and hit that building. There's also a new Target, a softball complex. We've got a Wawa. There's a dog park, at least a dozen restaurants and a few bars. There's a barber. All of this within walking distance. And with my studio being built right into the house now, it's like we get to live like we're in New York City. Like I might use my car once a week, but instead of the mean streets of New York, we've got a pastel suburban setting and I love it. They had this main road torn up for a little while because there was some sort of water table issue. So they dug everything up, sunk down a bunch of big pipes that go out to some of the retention ponds around the area. And like a week later, put the roads back in. And just yesterday I was here and it looks like they're putting in the telecommunication cables. So hopefully a month from now, we'll have internet when we first get in here. We may have gone a little overboard on furniture. And by that, I mean, I think we threw away literally everything and then bought all new stuff at West Elm. We actually got our very own interior designer out of the deal. This is Jessica. And she helped us spend tens of thousands of dollars on bedroom sets and living room sets and lights that hang from things and rugs that go under all those sets of things. Have you ever bought a new couch before? I hadn't, and holy shit, it costs more than my Fiat. But I guess a nice part about spending more money on furniture is that people will do the rest of the stuff for you. I guess Jessica's gonna be meeting us at the house when the furniture delivers, so she can tell the delivery men where to set things down in there, where everything goes. And they will assemble whatever needs to be assembled, and she will zhuzh all the feng shui into its proper alignment to maximize quality of life. My home gym equipment has arrived in boxes. We even went and got one of those ventless heat pump washer dryer all-in-one box unit things where you put your clothes in dirty and they just come out clean and dry and ready to go. And it uses like 1/5 of the amount of electricity as a traditional washer dryer. I will 100% be educating the very few people who want to watch a video about a heat pump washer dryer when that comes. So with that buying spree over, the only thing that's left for us to set up is the pool and the hot tub out in the back. We're currently down to 2 different companies who have each mocked up a really nice design that integrates into the back of the house here. And it's gonna be covered by one of those giant screened in areas, so no bugs or children or alligators will find their way into the thing. The guy I'm leaning towards actually made these little animations of his pool design in our backyard with sound effects and everything. I like that. But we can't start on the pool until we get the deed, and we can't get the deed until we start the mortgage. And we can't start the mortgage until they finish the rest of the house. But there sure isn't much left to do. I have to go get on a plane, but the next time you see me here, there's gonna be lights inside.